fun. How are you doing tonight? Rock, what's going on? Guess what? 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 Today is Tay's birthday. Happy birthday to Tay. 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 There you go. Feel free to clip that and share that with them. Just saying. Anyway. I dare ya. I dare ya. No, seriously though. What are we doing tonight? I have no idea what we're doing. We're playing The Sims. That's what we're doing tonight. We are playing The Sims 4. We're not going to our lot. This is the Portal Project Challenge, but instead of actually playing the game, we're building tonight. We are building a bakery in Newcrest. So, just as a reminder to you all, give me a second to open things up. So what we're doing is sorry, I'm moving things around. So we are going to be, if I go here, we're going to be building Safe Buns Bakery. Okay, ignore this bit here, the run by employees, etc. But Safe Buns Bakery, and we're going to put something like, it says that in the surrounding area of Safe Buns, there's a group attacking those who pass by. So I'm thinking of like putting a something in the back of the bakery that signifies like it kind of looks like a shady back alley. There's gonna be lots of graffiti and old broken down furniture. It's gonna be like a seedy hangout, where undesirables hang out and accost people. So we're definitely going to do that, and we're going to do the exterior. Now it says large and round. We're not making a round bakery because making round things in The Sims is just asking for trouble. But we are going to try to make it of brown brick with a wood shingled roof. And we're going to do different roof pieces to make it patchworky, so different colors of roof. And then inside, we're going to try to do the cozy and crowded thing with big windows to let in lots of natural light, and display cases where all of the baked goods are kept. Okay, with wooden floors. So there we are. And this is what I would like it to look like, similar to, at least in the front. So we're gonna have a sign out front with the big window, and upstairs I would like to have like a little, maybe a studio flat or something, or some upstairs seating, but I'm thinking like a studio flat. And then downstairs we'll have the bakery itself. So we'll see how we get with this. I think it's going to be an absolute fun build to do. Let me move this back over here so that I can go back and forth as needed. But how is everyone doing over on Twitch and YouTube? What are we getting up to, or what have we been getting up to this week? I made a Pepsi slushie today without xylitol. I managed to find a supplier, a slushy syrup supplier that sells base syrup, sugar-free base syrup, which is really cool. And yeah, I tried it with, mixed some of the base syrup with Pepsi Max, and it made a really nice slush. And I enjoyed that this afternoon while I was having my lunch. So that was good. Right, let's go into The Sims 4. By the way, The Sims did have an update yesterday. I have updated the game. But if anything goes wrong with tonight's build, if the game is a bit buggy, it is because of the update. Unfortunately, the update brought some very interesting new bugs that they fixed, I would say, nearly 50 bugs in this patch. But they also introduced a few new ones, which hopefully they'll fix soon, because a few of them are really annoying. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. So, oh, by the way, just as a reminder, over on Twitch, we have finished our Give Your Points to Charity challenge for this week, which is awesome. So that's £7 that will be going to our charity of the year, Cats Protection UK, next Monday. This coming up Monday. And for those of you over on YouTube, if you don't mind liking the live stream, every 4 likes on our live streams equals £1 that I give to our charity of the year as well. And if you're wanting to donate, you can, on YouTube, you can find the link down in the description of the live stream or VOD. And over on Twitch, you can type in !charity for the donation link. Anything that you can give, seriously, will help out the charity loads. Cats Protection UK, they're a fantastic charity, and basically what they do is help cats and kittens in the UK find their forever home. They're a really good charity. They do so much good for cats around here. So that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. All right. So let's go into my Portal Project Challenge save. Head over to Newcrest, and this is what we're going to be working on tonight. Rock, welcome back. You've clipped the the happy birthday to Tay thing. I don't know why I'm surprised that you actually did that. I should not be surprised at all. You'll have to let me know what they think. So we're gonna make the bakery here tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna make a distillery, and that's gonna be over here. And then these 3 lots here are going to be houses. And Shazzy and Fleur has very wonderfully offered to let me use her gallery to put down some houses over here. So we're going to just take our time tonight to make the bakery, and tomorrow we'll take our time to make the distillery. And tonight I'll probably put down like 1 or 2 of Shaz's builds down tonight, and then tomorrow I'll either make the 3rd house myself if we have time. We probably won't though, but if we have time, I'll make the 3rd house. If we don't, then I'll go back to Shaz's gallery over on the Sims 4 gallery and pop down a 3rd house of hers, which I am definitely looking forward to. All right, let's go into... I don't want bonus fairy garden items. Stop it, Sims. I'm getting the pack for... You're giving me the pack for free later. By the way, I am getting slightly early access on the 7th of July to the upcoming Enchanted by Nature pack. So I will be showing it off. Don't have to worry about that. I am so looking forward to that pack. Seriously, it's like gonna be an awesome pack. Okay, so let me think here. I want to go here, and we want to do. We want to click build. That will take us into free build. Then I want to oh. That's another bug that I've been getting a lot today, is that stupid 1 or more items from this lot have been removed. It makes 0 sense that they're saying that. This is an empty lot. There is literally nothing on this lot, and every time I've gone into a lot today, it's told me that. So annoying. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. It's fine. Ruck, why wouldn't you have clipped that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're not in the mood to clip it, or you know, you're like, yeah, no, Muir, I'm not gonna clip that. You asked me to, or you said I could, so I'm not gonna do what you give me permission to. I mean, maybe you're just feeling obstinate and you didn't want to clip it. You know? Pogger. 10 stream streak. Awesome sauce. Enjoy your channel points over on Twitch, Rock. Appreciate that. Okay. So, I think that we will start off by going into build mode, doing walls and empty rooms. So with the bakery, we want there to be, I'm gonna make it this big to start off with. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're gonna make it 14 long to begin with. Now, I don't know if we need it to be that long, that wide, but we'll see how we go. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I want another room just like right here to be like the kitchen. And then we can make this right here, these two, this place right there be like the bathrooms. Or one can be the storage room and one can be the bathroom. So, in fact, I actually want to, we're gonna drop that back just so that we don't have a bunch of squares. You know, like a solid line there. Yeah, we'll do that. So we want a little bit of variance in the room. So this is the kitchen. That's going to be like the storage room, and that's going to be the bathroom. And then I would like to go up a floor. Can I have a ceiling there, please? Oh, there is a ceiling. What? What do you mean? Remove. There it. Game, what are you doing to me? There is definitely a, it says remove ceiling. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what just happened there, but that's okay. So now we can make another room up here. And what I'm thinking of doing is put kind of want... I'm thinking here that you know what, actually, let me go down a step real quick and we'll try to get the we'll put in some stairs real quick just so that I can better envision what the heck I'm doing, you know? So we've decided that it's going to be brick and wood. So if I go with... I really wish we could do... it's fine. I was gonna say, I really wish that we could separate the stairs out by material, because that would just be awesome. Rock channel points that you can't do anything with anymore because I got rid of most of the redemptions. You can do loads of stuff. What are you talking about? You can tell me to drink. You can have me sit up straight instead of going like this, you know. You can have me raid someone. I can't read the rest because it's like smooshed. But there's a few things you can do. And you can always pogger, you know. Grandma Pogger's awesome, right? Okay, so anyway. I think we'll do the simple slatted stairway in the dark brown. And I'm thinking of going ahead and, like, putting the stairs right there. So, now that we know where the stairs are, we can go back into the walls and empty rooms, go into the room tool, and I'm thinking that I would kind of like part of this to be, like a, what's it called? Like a balcony. So that right there can be a balcony. Then we need a living area and a upstairs kitchen. So if I... Alright, so we can have, like, an upstairs hallway there. And then we can have, like, a door there leading to the bedroom, which can be there. And then we can have another door here leading into the living room. And the living room is... Actually, I think we might have a second bedroom. Hold on. Let me squeeze that in. We can totally have 2 bedrooms up here without any problems whatsoever. There we are. And then we can have like a door here leading to a very long living room. And then maybe this bit here can be the kitchen, and then we can have like a bathroom right there. So that works rather well, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Rock, you don't need channel points to Pogger. This is very true. This is very, very true. You don't need channel points to Pogger. Okay, let me just check this image here. So it's got a standard roof. I am wondering if maybe this isn't a little bit too wide, because the image that we're working off is actually quite narrow. In fact, yeah, I'm thinking we might shrink it down, because I really don't like it being that big. It being that big is not going to do anyone any favors. So let me move stuff around just a bit. In fact, I'm thinking one more across. This is going to be a very small bakery, but we need it to be cozy and crowded inside. So that is fine. Let me get rid of that. Okay. All right. That looks a little bit better. So this entire thing up here can be like an open area. Then we've got the hallway here, which I'm actually going to shrink down by a little bit. One more. Yeah, that's fine. So now we've got this room here can be... instead of 2 bedrooms, we'll make it 1 bedroom, so that can be the bedroom. And then we can make that be the kitchen. This can be the living area, and then we can have a small area right here as the bathroom, and then that can be like a bit of a balcony. In fact, we'll do it like that. There we go. That way we can have 2 doors leading into the bathroom. We can have the public door there, like the visitor's door, and then we can have a door there leading into the bathroom as well from the bedroom. So I think that will work quite nicely. I'm actually going to embiggen the kitchen area once more. All right, let's do the roof. So we've got... It's at a patchwork roof. So let me get back over so I can see all of y'all. So Ruck, what have you been up to since Monday's Fortnite? We had board game night last night, and we played, you know what, I don't want that roof. We played a game called Newcrest Bakery, a board game. Really fun board game. Seriously, absolutely loved it. So what I want to do is I want to draw that down and bring that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit patchworky. So we're going to bring that across like that and then put that there. And I'm going to basically do copy and paste all the way across. And a couple of these I want to be only like 2 wide. So if I move that one there, and then put a 2 wide one here, and then maybe a 4 wide one there. I want them to be like uneven so that I can put different swatches on the rooftop here, just to make it look, you know, a little bit different, shall we say. Okay, so next, Rock, not much, just chillin'. Chillin's good though, it's fun to chill. Okay, I have figured out that I have totally messed up here. So we actually need to move some of these, and we'll move it that way, and then like that. And then... Can I... I'm just out of curiosity, trying to figure out how I can copy this. I don't think I can. So I think the way we had it the first time is probably the best way of doing it. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We'll, instead of doing it one way, the roof, as, you know, the reference image has it, we'll just do it another way. That's the neat thing about making a building in The Sims, is you don't have to do things exact. You can 100% move things around and change things up. You don't have to go according to, you know, the anything that you're using as a reference, because who wants to use, you know, do exactly what reference images say to do? I don't. I think that's personally boring. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take this half roof piece, we're going to rotate it, we're gonna flatten it all the way down, there we go, and we're going to draw it across here and shrink it just like that, and then shrink that down. This way we've got a little bit of an overhang, kind of like a covered porch, just to make it look a little bit better. Now, there is a slight problem here. You may have noticed these two edges are actually extending outwards, so we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna bring that bit out, and this is just to try to make these little edges here as unobtrusive as possible. Now, hopefully, roof trim will will hide that a little bit better. So let's see what happens. Right, so we've got everything going. Wondering if a overhang might actually look better, or if it'll make it look worse. I typically like roof overhang, but in some instances, it's not the best. But I think that's gonna look okay, to be honest. I'm not sure I want the roof to be that tall, though. Maybe if we shrink it down by 2. And we're gonna have to do this across the board on every single piece of roof, but that's okay. When you start using loads of roof pieces, you tend to have to fiddle quite a bit, but like I said, it's quite alright. We can do this. So let's go down. 1, 2. There we are. 1 more. Perfect. Okay. Now that we've got the basic build, the square, or the cube, as I call it, or the shell as some people call it, multiple names for the same thing, I'm going to move the house. Just so that it's a little bit more center. It's not quite center there, but it's more center than it was. And I'm thinking that we can, like, turn over here into, like, a parking lot, and over here, maybe, into a little park, maybe. And then the park, we can have the car park over here be, like, really seedy and with graffiti on this side and everything. Maybe have the whole thing be run down a little bit, and, you know, I think that'll look pretty good. So let's do roof patterns now, and I'm thinking, it said wooden shingles, so we'll do the weathered wood shingles, like what we have, but I'm going to change, there we go. I'm gonna change the color, the swatches, just a little bit, just like randomly here and there. Just different colors to make it look like maybe they were replaced at certain points. No, I don't want that one. This one? Yeah, that's good. There we go. So, and we'll make that one pink as well. So we got a nice patchwork quilt here of different tiles, different, you know, shingles, just to make it look like it's been repaired multiple times, and different colors, because the bakery owner only buys things when they're on sale, you know. So now we need to go ahead and put some walls on. Now we could put a roof sculpture, and I am really tempted to go ahead and cover up the roof here. So we can now put grass, by the way, different plants and stuff on the roof, which I absolutely love, and I am definitely going to do that here. And you can tell what plants are placeable on roofs, because it will literally say that it's placeable on the roof. So like if we go to outdoor plants, you'll see like the dancing red maple tree does not say roof placeable. But if we go down to shrubs, and hover over the lovely lavender bush, for example, says that's roof placeable. So that's kind of interesting, I think. I do like that there's loads of different plants that you can put on the roof now. It says that you can't put it on the, put like the Hawaiian grass on, but if you turn on move objects, and we move this up. Oh, whoops. Is it gonna let me? Yes. So we can still move things up onto the roof if we really wanted to. That technically isn't placeable. So there is always that option. It's just some things are literally placeable by design now, which is pretty cool, I think. So let's go ahead. I would like to put a few things up here. So if we're going for seedy downtown area, then we need to go ahead and put a few little holes here and there on the roof. Nothing like major, just like 1 or 2 holes, you know. That is very red. that is extremely red. Is there one that like matches this roof swatch a little bit better? That one? Yeah, we'll have to go for that one. And then I'm thinking maybe we can put like a big one here on this roof. Let's actually move this over to this side. There we go. And then, like I said, we'll put a big roof, a big one here. Oh no, we can't do it. It's not big enough space. It's fine. It's fine. Here, hold on. We can do that. Put a medium one there, and then put like the large one just here. There we are. That's better. And I absolutely love that the texture that they've actually done this, and it looks like on the inside, it looks like you're looking in at an attic or a crawl space. That is a really, really nice effect. And it even moves. You can, you know, the position of it actually moves as you move the camera. Super high quality. Whoever was the artist that did that, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I am moving this over here though because I don't really want them to be in the same spot. Okay. So, we want brown brick. So let's go to masonry and find some brick. Now we can go by colors. I want to go by shabby. And see what we have. We've got the light brown here that's like been whitewashed. And then we've got the no caution brick wall from Werewolves, and they do have it in brown. So I'm thinking maybe going the brown route all the way down on the bottom. And don't worry, I am 100% going to... We're gonna destroy this. And then I'm thinking we can put the lighter one up top. So we can go with this one up top. And on the roof. And I am going to go ahead and put them all along the brickwork here. the roof work rather, because if you don't, even though you can't see it, your Sims are gonna complain about it, which really annoys me, but it's fine. So we got that done, and then we want the floors. So we want wood and we want shabby. We got the Wild West wood or the Lub Dub boards, and I'm thinking the Wild West wood would probably be really nice here. So we'll do that there, and then we'll go ahead and go inside, and we're just gonna put the same. For now, put the same wood throughout. Now, I might actually go with tile for the kitchen. And we'll do the dirtiest pattern. Yeah, I don't want to go with the rough and tumble tile because that's a little bit too shabby. But having the dirty tile here in the bottom, and then we can do the really bad tile here up top. I think that'll work best. So, living room, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom. There we go. I know that y'all can't see inside this build, and I'm going to fix that right now. So let's go very quickly into lighting, just so that we can get out some, bring in some ceiling lights. The not a scrap wall lights. You know what? Why not? Let's go ahead. Let's put some of these in. So we can like I'm really tempted. And I know exactly what I'm gonna do with those. So yeah, let's go ahead and put in a ceiling light real quick. I've just had an idea with those. You know those American diners? Those of you who are in the UK, if you've ever been to Blackpool, you'll know what kind of American diners I'm talking about. You know and you probably have some in the United States as well. The old-fashioned American diners that have all the car memorabilia, and like some of the booths either are old hollowed-out car frames, or look a bit like car frames, and they've got like sometimes you get like the front of the car as part of the booth. I'm thinking of making some booths that have that on the front, just because, you know, it's kind of like gotta be done. So I'm gonna just put ceiling lights in here for now. In approximately the center of each room. Now that's better. Now we can see what we're doing inside, which is fine. So going back to build mode, we need to put doors and windows, so I need a door. The inviting swing out door might look nice. Sort of. This is going to be such a seedy, shady looking bakery. I would not want to eat any cakes made from this bakery, let me tell you. So there we go. We've got the door there. And if we go down, we can put in some doors here. So I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna put the Okay, yep, there we are. No aliens there in the kitchen. I mean, you know, why not? It'll be fine. And then we'll do the woodsy wooden door for the bathroom. you know, the one that's that's an absolute terrible color. And then up here we'll just do Door of Dinge and put that down. Let's just do, no, not that one. Trying to find a nice looking shade of door. Maybe the green. Yeah, let's go with the green. And we'll just go ahead and do this all throughout. So we've got there, 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 and I'm actually going to turn this into a bit of an archway so that you can see directly into the kitchen from the living room of this flat upstairs. Okay, so next up, we need some windows, and I want... Is that seriously the only shabby window that we've got? Really, game? Really? Okay, fine. But I am not putting that in... as the front window. We'll put an actual nice window in the front window. We'll just, you know, make it look a bit bad. But the bathroom windows can totally be this wooden frame one. By the way, there is no glass in the wood slab window. It's just wood. But it'll be fine, right? There's absolutely no problems here. Okay. So let me take off shabby, and I specifically am thinking of going with a bistro look. So which one was that? We could go businesses and hobbies, or we could go with an Kit's the Cozy Bistro. What do y'all think? I'm thinking the businesses and hobbies is probably going to look the best. We can do the Nordhaven style glass block window, or we could do the Whispers in the Fog and just have this big window here. And I'm actually thinking this one is going to be the best. And at least for the front here. So let me just find a really nice swatch. Let's go with that with the default. Why not? Okay, so that window is good. And then on the sides, actually gonna make that a little bit centered. There we are. On the sides, I'm kind of wanting to go with the Nordhaven style window, because I don't really want like the tall modernist frame, you know, like for the house. I don't think that that's gonna look really nice. The Pika Bright pane might look nice though. We could definitely go with that. And I'm thinking 3 windows up top. And then this is the kitchen, so we kind of want the kitchen dining area. I think we want at least 1 window in the kitchen area. If I put, let's see, if we do cupboards here and here, going in an L shape, then a table, or rather going in an L shape this way, and then a table here by the window. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll go with that. Then the bedroom, I want a door there. I want like a sliding door there. So the bedroom we can do, let's go with windows there in the bedroom. The bathroom is good. I'm thinking maybe another window right here. Just on the outside, you know, the landing bit there, and maybe also here. I'm not very good at placing windows, but yeah, that is fine, I think. And then maybe putting a couple more windows here in the living room. Yeah, that's... It's doable. I think that's okay. Hello, Cardenas. How are you doing tonight? Glad to see ya. Welcome in. We are building a bakery tonight, my friend. Are you a sim player by any chance? Okay, so I do want windows going along the side here. And I'm actually thinking the tall modernist frame for... Let's see, if we go in and we can have a display case here. This can be where the... So I'm just thinking out loud. This can be where the business bit is, you know, the counter. So then we'll need maybe 2 windows on this side. So we can have one there and one there. Let's move that over one. Actually, let's move that there and move that there. And I think that might work. In fact, yes. We're only going to be able to have like 2 tables in here. Maybe possibly only 1, but it'll be fine. Cardenas, this looks great. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's going to be a bit seedy. We've got loads of holes. We've got patchwork roofing. This is a very seedy bakery. I'm going to put like a car park over here and maybe a little rundown park over here. Which kind of makes sense because there's a path leading there. So having a little public park here, yeah, definitely makes a bit of sense. Cardenas, that works amazingly. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Okay, now we need to do the inside for the walls. So let's do the wall patterns. We want to stay... I want to stay with the grody look. So... industrial and shabby. And inside, trying to decide if we should go for brick inside or if I should go with wood walls or wallpaper. The wallpaper isn't good, so probably not the wallpaper in the bottom. Probably leave it with brick on the bottom. Yeah, we'll leave it with brick. Sometimes it's so difficult to tell what you should do. We are going to put tile in the wall in the kitchen and the bathroom, though, so... Is there a proper... Ooh, an alleyway brick. That... That might be alright. Wasn't there a brick wall that came with... which one was it? With City Living? I swear there was a brick wall that came with City Living. Hold on. Let me get rid of these and go to City Living. Yeah, there was. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the alleyway bricks and then these two. Unfortunately, neither of these are like proper, you know, are shabby enough. These are very new looking bricks. Which, yeah, I'm not liking. I'm not liking it. Cardinus, the wallpaper sometimes is a bit boring, but the brick wall would give it personality. Yeah. Seriously, we need more shabby. We need more shabby stuff in The Sims 4. They started giving us a few shabby things, but we really need more. Definitely. Now, I am thinking maybe doing it like the stones and stacks in the bottom. Or just going with what's on the outside. Yeah, we'll just go with what's on the outside and bring that in. Mainly because I can't make up my mind, and if I keep hemming and hawing about it, I am 100% I'm never gonna make my mind up. So let me actually get rid of the grid as well. So Cardinus, what is your favorite thing to do in The Sims 4, if you don't mind me asking? Are you a builder? Do you prefer doing casts, gameplay, scenarios, challenges? I am 100% a builder more than anything. I love building in The Sims, but I also love playing in The Sims. And I've got a legacy challenge going off stream, you know, nothing to do with content creation at all. I just play it in my spare time. But live on stream, and part of what we're doing now is a Portal Project challenge, which is a year-long challenge that we're doing where I have different tasks according to all the DLC that is released, and I'm really enjoying it. Where are the... We don't have any shabby tiles. Wall tiles, that is. So I'm thinking of going with the Riviera wall tile in the default swatch, because this is probably the shabbiest wall tiles that we have in the entire pack. And I'm just gonna drop both of them downstairs. And then upstairs in the bathroom and the kitchen, I'm thinking of going along the lines of... Pardon me, I've got the hiccups. I do apologize. Maybe the slippery walls in... No, not the slippery walls. What's the King Me? Yeah, we'll go with the King Me in pink, I think. It's just, everything is going to be mismatched in this. I'm purposely going for clashing colors. So we got like the green door, or the green door with the pink tiles. In real life, there is no way I would have a pink tiled room to start off with, but I definitely wouldn't have pink tiles with a green door. Just no. Cardinus, you love to build. At this moment, you're doing a house for a Sim who likes plants and having a garden. Ooh, nice. So I'm guessing... Oh, wait. You'll be right back. Okay, cool. So let me think here. We've done that. Let's go ahead and go up to wallpaper and go back to the shabby. And this is where I don't mind doing the worn stripes wallpaper. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have pink in the living room. Oh, that looks so bad. And then in the hallway, we'll do red. And then in the bedroom, no, not red mirror. We'll do blue in the bedroom. Okay. Oh, this looks so bad. which is fine, because if it looks bad, it looks good, right? Alright, so we can't do freezes or exterior trims, which is a shame because I would have loved to have a trim here, separating these, but I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative there. Don't worry, I can do this. Actually, I accidentally had it on shabby, so yeah, we can do an exterior trim. Fantastic. And I'm going to do the dental exterior trim, I think, in... yeah, that. It's not shabby, but... it doesn't look too bad. Unfortunately, I can't put anything there because it's not a wall. Hold on. Can I go ahead and put a wall there and close that off? Yes, I can. Fantastic. However... are you gonna be a pain, game? Are you seriously gonna do this to me? There we go. Okay. Sometimes when the game doesn't want you to do something, you have to be a little bit, shall we say, rude and insistent and try to figure out back ways to do things. You know, go through the back door, so to speak. Right, let's go back to the fences now, and do we have any shabby fences? Oh yeah, we do. Oh, we definitely have shabby fences. Well, 2, to be exact. But we'll do the woodsy plank fence, that's fine. And we'll go ahead and do it in the green, and put it like that. Nice. And then I do want some columns. We'll go green again, just to match. That... ah! No, bad. Very good. There we are. That looks pretty good. I'm tempted to put columns. I am tempted to put columns on the bottom. I don't know if I should. I mean, maybe, whoops, maybe in the back. Like there. But I'm not, whoops, I didn't know you could do that. I'm not 100% certain if it would look this entire build looks tacky. No, we're not gonna do it. Nope, I don't like that at all. I'm like, this entire build looks tacky, I know, but it doesn't look right. It did not look right in the front at all. So who's looking forward to the Enchanted by Nature pack that's coming out on the 10th? It's coming up. We've got 8 days before the game release, before the pack release, and I am so looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really awesome pack, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Alright, so we're gonna go with... I'm tempted to go with the Alloy Timber Peak Roof Trim, but again, because we've got like the patchwork roof up top, I'm kind of wanting to like go with different swatches, you know? Just here and there, just do different swatches according to the color. So we can do that like so. And there. I have never purposely made a build this horrible in my life. But it's fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so I keep looking at this and I'm like, I really want to put some plants on the roof because we can. And I would just love to put, you know, some Upa daisies and succulents and such like up on the roof. Just because, you know? I mean, maybe a dry rose bush. Or some creeping thorns. Just you know. By the way, I absolutely love this, that they're letting us do this. This is seriously awesome. What else? What other kind of plants do they have here that they're actually letting us use? Ferns, not grass, grass. That's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, yeah, that is... What do you mean can't intersect with roofs? Yes, it can. Don't lie to me, game. Oh, it's because it's too small. Can I shrink it? Yeah. So if I shrink it down, it works. There. So I can do... Don't tell me you can't intersect with roofs. Shush. I trust me. Trust me, game. I know your limitations better than you do. There we go. It's true though, isn't it? If you're a builder, then you will know that you can 100%, you can totally test the boundaries of this game better than the game can. But yeah, I do like the fact that we can now put plants on the rooftops. It's seriously just awesome. Okay, that's it. I don't want to go too overboard, but I love the idea of being able to do this. It's seriously nice. Now, I'm just saying, and let me know what you think. The ability to put things like the maidenhair fern, for example, on walls. Or like this, the creeping thorns on the side of walls as well as rooftops, so we can put them like on the ground and actually have them creep up the walls and up onto the roofs. I might actually suggest that. I just might, because I love that idea, and I think that that is a fantastic idea. Just to be honest. I think that's a great idea. Okay, so real quick, I do want to put one more thing up on the roof, and that is, well, two things up on the roof. One, I want to put the not a satellite dish on, because I like the idea of the... There we go. I like the idea of our sim, like, having a satellite dish up here, and maybe the bakery being a front for spies, you know, or something. An espionage front. I just, my brain goes in weird directions, let me tell ya. And I also want a chimney. I want one of these. There we go. The too hot to not roof vent. And we'll put that, like, right here over, we'll put it here over the kitchen. Actually, there we go. Okay, so that's all. I'm trying not to put too much stuff up on the roof, because you leave me to my own devices, and I will put so much on the roof that it isn't even funny. I really want to put plants on the rooftops. Just let me live my plant life, you know? Let me live my best plant life. Nah, I'm not going to. I really wish they'd given us like hanging vines that we could put on roofs. So like, put a hanging vine here that drapes off the edge, that goes across the roof and drapes off the edge. That would be so, so nice. Anyway, wall sculptures. We do have like dense wall ivy that can climb up the wall like this. But as you all may know, it doesn't really match with those creeping thorns. And I would just absolutely love to be able to put all kinds of plants on the walls. We should just be able to put all plants on walls and all plants on roofs, as well as floors. Because I'm weird like that, I suppose. If I alt place that, and then I can bring that up there, and there, and then maybe the medium one can go there, and we'll leave it like that. I don't want too much. And then, what's the tiny bramble patch look like? Okay, that's fine. We'll do the dents again, and I'll just put that there leading up. Okay, there we go. I just really, really love the idea of being able to put plant life on walls. And I mean, we got like this, the group of plants that we can kind of hang, and I do like that. But I don't like the fact that it's got that bit there on the back, because you have to be really, really careful on how you place it. So if I do that and then let go, that's about the best I can do. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave it like that. We're doing okay. We're fine. What else can I do here? Let's see. Along the outside edge, I do want some planter drawers. Are there any shabby planters? Oh, yeah. We got the Twee Tea planters, which I love, by the way. I absolutely love this little planter thing. And then we have the planter drawer as well. And I am tempted to do the planter drawer. Just along like that. Welcome back, Cardenas. Whoops. And then maybe... What have I done? I've put a bunch of plants on on the roof and up the wall, because we can now put plants on the roof, and I'm absolutely loving the ability. Thanks to yesterday's update, we can they've now given us roof-specific plants that fit perfectly up on the rooftops without us having to, use alt placement or the raising and lowering sheets and stuff like that. And I for one love it. All right, let's see. Is that that's the kitchen window. That's really small though. Can I embiggen that? Is it gonna look bad if I use the embiggen key? You know what? That's not half bad. And I kind of like it. So we're going to keep that. We're definitely going to keep that. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Cardenas, you love the new update. It's great, isn't it? Being able to do this and the glass wall swatches are fantastic. I absolutely love those. have seriously outdone themselves with that. Are you not gonna let me place that up there where I want to? You know what, game? You do you, and I'll do me, and I will make you do what I want you to do instead of what you want to do. I'm just saying. Alt place is your friend. Alt placement is 100% your friend. It's being a pain now. Come on, game. You were being nice a second ago and like letting me put this up here. So come on. There we go. I'm thinking, yeah, I think we can get 4 across here. So shift place. Carefully. No, we can only get 3. Okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna be stingy, and I'm gonna be really annoying and insistent that I'm gonna have this game do what I want it to do. Half of me building, half the time is just me arguing with the game and going and trying to get it to do what I want it to do instead of the other way around. Sometimes it wins, but usually I get my way. So are we looking, and I'm not too, oh, actually, I'm gonna have to move that. I was gonna say I'm not too bothered about it not being exact, but yeah, that is a bit annoying looking. Let me fix that. There we go. That's much better. I love that. That just, yeah. This is so bad. Okay, is there anything else that we can do outside, to the outside of the building? I don't want to do the exterior decorations yet. I want to get the bakery itself done first. Oh yeah. I know what we can do. I totally know what we can do. We can add in some wall vents because it's a kitchen, right? And all kitchens have a wall vent. So we're gonna add this wall vent there. I'm tempted to put like a back door here. In fact, I'm going to. We're gonna take this door and grab it there, and then I'm gonna get some fencing. What's it called? The chain link fence. And I am really surprised that chain link fence isn't considered to be shabby. Because where I come from, chain link fences are only used in shabby areas. And I know we've got a chain link fence. Come on, game. Don't give me that. I know we've got a chain link fence. Is it in debug? Is the chain link fence in debug? Because I swear we had a chain link fence. Here we are, the industrial mesh fence. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I want. It's almost what I want, but I want the high chain link fence. Cardenas says, your sim name is Moncho, and as soon as you started, the first thing you did was start building his house, and your sim's name is Moncho. And as soon as you started, the first thing you did was start building his house and adapting the first floor like a garden where he could sow any plant. Oh, nice. That is seriously awesome. So I'm guessing you're really looking forward to the Enchanted by Nature expansion. I know we have a chain link fence. Don't you hate it when you know that we've got something and suddenly you just cannot find it? But I think this is the one that yes. This is it. It's not a very good chain link fence, okay? But it's fine. It will do. So I'm just going to put that like so. And I swear we've got a better chain link fence than this, though. I swear we do. Is it the security fencing that I'm thinking of? Yes, it is. It's the security fencing. Okay. That's the chain link fence that I could have sworn up and down that we had. So that's get to work. All right. So is there a gate that matches? That's the question. That is the big question. There's just so much in this game that I really have trouble keeping track of everything. Okay, we got the chain linked gate from... Okay, yep, that'll do. I don't want the... Yeah, give me the grody looking one, please. And thank you. There we go. Cardenas, the people there could... a garden where you could sow any plants so the people there could see them, and on the outside... It looks like the greatest place where he could be connected with nature. Oh, that sounds awesome. That seriously, it sounds really cool. Okay, so that is not gonna match. I'm gonna have to use the be prepared gate. And yeah, we'll go with that color there. There we go. So... We now have an outdoor fenced-in area that I'm really gonna growed up. I don't think it needs to be quite that big, though. Yeah, that's better. And this is gonna be facing outward, facing up toward to the having a park. So there's gonna be a park here, and you're gonna be able to get to see like the bin. And all the gross trash from the park. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I'm for it. All right, so the name of the bakery is going to be called Safe Buns Bakery. It's not safe. It's totally not safe, but it's fine. Holy cow, Cardenas, you spent 18,000 simoleons on just the house. And you used up all of his money and you had to stop and have him look good for a job. It's like, yo, Sim, you need a job so that I can spend another 20 grand on your house. Yeah. Every Simmer's problem, seriously. Okay. So we got Safe Buns Bakery. We want this to be a cafe. Restaurant. Small business venue. Small business venue. We're gonna have it be a small business venue. Now, this means that when I put this on the gallery, you can only use this if you have the, businesses and hobbies pack, but it's a bakery, and unfortunately we don't really have a bakery business in The Sims, so small business venue it is. Cardenas, you haven't finished yet, and the problem is that you like big houses for a single person. You like building big. With me, I'm like the opposite. I don't mind building large houses, but I always start off with a tiny home. And I love the challenge of like starting off with the smallest house that I can possibly start off with, and working my way up. So like in my current game that I'm doing off stream, my sim started off with 0 simoleons. I gave him a free house, which is the roof, because if you use a gable roof like this, the gabled roof, or any roof really, but the gabled roof is the best. So you use a gabled roof, and you can make roofs are free, and you can place a roof on the floor. So there you go. You can make it taller and wider, and there you go. You have a house. So that's normally what I do for my Sims first house. And then I'll gradually either build onto it, or I'll raise the roof and build a house underneath it once my sim starts getting money in. Cardinus, that's so genius. You should try the challenges. Oh, I love doing those challenges. It's so fun. And it just makes me, because I tend to get burned out when I do legacy challenges. I usually only last I think the longest I've ever done a legacy challenge, like a generational legacy challenge, was 4 or 5 generations before I stopped and started a new save. Because after a while, your sim just becomes so rich that it's not a challenge anymore, and I like the challenge. I absolutely love the challenge. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? You know what? I have never tried doing a flat roof like that. I don't think that you can... No. I was gonna say I've never tried doing a flat roof as a house, but I think that works as a foundation. And you can't actually do anything with it. Yeah, it just automatically goes up to the top. So yeah, unfortunately, I was just thinking that might be a cheaty way of making a square house, but no, can't do it like that. There we go. Sometimes you think of something, can I do this? And the best way to find out is literally by doing it. Trying it to see if it works. I do that a lot. So they think that yeah, we gotta have the ticket kiosk. So we'll do the electro ticket kiosk in this absolutely horrible looking one that's got loads of stickers and graffiti all over it. We'll put it here at the front door so that as people come in, they can use it. And then the business sign. And I'm wondering, do they have... I was gonna say, do they have a sign that's food related? But no, they don't. So I'm not gonna use that business sign. Instead, let me search for sign and see if I can find a proper food related sign. I'm hoping that I can find one that's got a swatch with a cake on it. That one might work, but it doesn't have a cake on it. I'm very particular, can you tell? I'm just really, really picky when it comes to things that I do in this game. But we'll work it. We'll shop it. It'll be fine. The party board. Let's see. I don't think any of these have cake. Nope. Let's get rid of that then. We've got that one. I'm just gonna grab out a bunch of these signs and see which one or ones work best. We do have food branding signage here. And that'll work really well for, like, the side of the building. So, see what we've got. Like I said, I'm just pulling things out, seeing what I can find. Cardinus, you were thinking about opening a channel where you post whatever you do in the game. Aw, definitely do it! It's loads of fun to post videos here on YouTube and do live streams and all that wonderful stuff. It's definitely really, really fun. Highly recommend. Is that all coffee, or is that... Especially because you never know who's going to show up. And I've had some of the best conversations with people who have just randomly popped in because they've seen that I'm live streaming and they're like, oh, what's this person? Oh, this person's playing The Sims. What are they doing? Type of thing. So, it's always good. I always tell people, yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot and see if you enjoy it. And if you don't, then you can always, you know, stop. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so we've got, this is a debug sign. But it is just leaves, so I will leave it. Main event chalkboard sign. Let's see what that is. We've got that. We've got that sign. We have that one. I'm just gonna... We're just gonna take a look. Yeah, none of those are cake, so we'll get rid of that. Keyboard shortcuts for the win. Ooh, wait. That's cake. That is definitely cake. That is 100% cake. Okay, we do have a cake sign. That is awesome. None of those is cake. This is all not wine. Sims team are always adamant, you know, it's not wine. It's nectar, which is totally not wine. Okay, we've got that. That is cake-ish. Bread, bun, chicken. Ooh, fox. Sorry. Nope. No cake on that one. Tiger. Ramen. Ooh, I would love some ramen right now. But yeah, no cake there either. Okay. Who else would like cake? Right, or not cake, ramen. Who else would like ramen right now? Ramen just sounds really nice. And I don't know why. It just does. No ghosts allowed. Jungle. Fitness. We got a llama sign. There are so many signs in this game. I mean, oh my gosh. Seriously, so many signs. Ooh, we got a cupcake sign. I will definitely do that. Placing this sign will help bring more customers to your store. Okay, that's fine. We do have a cake, a bread sign. Is there anything else here that... No, that's more burger. I think we're... The gnome's arms signage. Let's take a look at that. I'm hoping that it just isn't just the gnome. But I think... that's a good start. And I don't think that there are any, like, like, signs like this that go on the side of the building that are cake. Which is a shame. Cake or bread. Definitely a shame. Although... No. 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 Darn. One could wish. One could wish. The flavor seal. Ooh, hold up. Maybe. I'll put that there and we'll see. Okay, that's all of the signs. That's it. That is all the signs. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Alright, so this one is just gnome. Okay. That's cake. This one... is not good. That has cake swatch on it. Yeah, that is all cake. That's good. That's got bread, that's got cake, and this one is llama with writing. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And this one is again just fancy writing. So we'll get rid of that. Nothing that looks like cake. And finally, this one, beer. Literally, that says beer in Simlish, by the way. French fries. Soda. Yeah, no proper, cake or bread. Okay, it's fine. So we'll just use, I'm thinking probably this one is gonna look the best outside of the shop. So we'll just put that there and get rid of the rest. There we are. So Cardinus, if you made a YouTube channel, what would you name it? Would you leave your name as it is, or would you change it? See, my channel used to be called Muir Dragon, but I'm like, no one knows what, just by reading that name, no one knows what I do, which is Sims, or, you know, live Sims games, mostly The Sims 4. Looking forward to Paralyzed being released, but yeah, I'm like, no one knows what I do, so I changed it to, first I changed it to Muir Builds, and then I realized, well, builds what? So then I changed it to Muirly Sims, which is kind of like a pun, a play on words of Muir and, you know, which is my name, and Muirly sounding like merely, and then Sims, so Merely Sims. It's a silly little thing, but I got a giggle out of it, and I couldn't resist. Okay, so we want a sales counter. Actually, we want a display case. So let's go with displays. And where is that bakery one? And I cannot remember what it's from. So we do have this glass-tiered shelf, and I am totally using this glass-tiered shelf for the bakery. Can use that. I'm just gonna put one there, and I'm also gonna look through to see if there's anything that's, you know, better suiting for this seedy establishment. So let's see. Minecraft villager noises. I do want this to look like a proper business, you know? Okay, in the kitchen, the replica cantina bar back, I think is gonna look really good. Now, I am gonna shrink it. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that that's... Okay. I am gonna shrink it down. Actually, no, I don't have to shrink... Yeah, I'm gonna shrink it down. We're gonna shrink it down once, and I'm gonna put it, that there. And then we've got this bit here, so shrink that down once and put it right there. And I'm hoping that, whoops, it doesn't clip through too much. That is absolutely perfect. Okay. So we've got that. And the reason I'm doing that is I like the idea of, I might change it, so I might, like, get rid of one, but I like the idea of it. I'm just thinking, like, different, cake toppings or, fillings for cakes in each of these canisters. Stories. You know, you gotta tell stories with The Sims. Right, let me think. I don't want a wardrobe. We definitely don't want a wardrobe. I do want something that looks... like a bakery. We do have the modern display shelves here. And what's this? Display shelves of the Resolute Fist. That might look good, like right here in the window. Hobgoblinette, how are you doing? Glad to see ya. I love the glass wall update. It's seriously awesome. Seriously, really good shout. I love it. And I did find out today while I was playing in the game. That is so annoying. We'll put that there then. But yeah, I did find out earlier today that it's a good way for like rags to riches. So let's say, you know, like you doing a rags to riches and you only have enough for a very small house and a door, but you can't buy windows. Glass walls. There you go. Glass wall for instead of windows. Save yourself 35 simoleons per window. So that might look good, but I wish we had a really long one. Sorry. Brain, just Muir, behave. Behave, Muir. Hobgoblinette, you're doing good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. You can't wait to make little attached sunrooms. Oh my gosh, yes. Little attached conservatories or sunrooms, greenhouses, a mean sim who lives in a glass house, who's constantly yelling at people and disparaging them. I'm sorry, that was the first thing that popped in my head as well. You know, the phrase, people who throw stones shouldn't live in glass houses. A nudist sim in a glass house, or someone who doesn't like, who doesn't like people being in a glass house. Just you know, how can I make my sim super uncomfortable, basically. I have to admit, I'm really mean when it comes to my Sims. So, all right. So let's see. We do have these displays. I'm gonna just take out all of these refrigerated displays so that I can see what they look like. We used to have some really pretty display cases in this game, don't we? Okay, so we've got these. If you have a small business venue, does anyone know? In businesses and hobbies. So you have a small business venue. Can people buy things from these display cases, or do you have to have retail shelves? I honestly have no idea, but I do know that this display case, even though I really like it, looks way too good for this build. Hobgoblinette, you think you can sell, you can highlight anything to sell because you tagged the object from what you remember. Okay, cool. If that's the case, then that's fantastic. So let's see. This one is like the grodiest one, looking one. This one is quite nice, so I think I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And I drop this. I think we'll do it. We'll do it 2 times, and then I'll put a sales thing. I've got the kiosk, but I'm not sure I want a ticket kiosk for this place. Instead, yes, Paul, you can play with your Furby tomorrow. Sorry, my son. He's obsessed with Furbies right now, and every chance he gets, he comes downstairs and tells me that he has a Furby, as if I, you know, don't remember. Yeah, I know you're doing a Furby face behind that curtain, Paul. Yes, I know. Oh my god. Hobgoblinette, you actually have a Furby emote. Being a Furby, that is so cute. So cute. The newer ones seem cool. My son is obsessed with the ones from 2012. Of all things, you know, to be obsessed over. He's got to be obsessed over the ones from 2012. And I'm just like, oh, okay, kid. It's fine. You do you know. Okay, so let me real quick. I think we want get to work, possibly city living. I'm gonna be here all night if I have to look through every single object that we have here. So let me real quick just go through. Horse ranch might be good. Life and death, businesses and hobbies. We'll do outdoor retreat. I'm looking for things that are a bit, you know, like worn down and grody. Hello, Augie. How are you doing? Glad to see ya. Strangerville. Journey to Batu. I know everyone loves to hate Journey to Batu, and I don't hate it. Did they do us dirty on the pack itself? Yes. Could they have done it better? Yes. But the build buy items in the pack are awesome, and the quests, they're buggy, but the quests are really cute as well. So I can't say that I hate Batu. Augie, you're doing good. You feel like you haven't been on in ages. You just, I know you've been really busy, but that's absolutely fine. And I'm doing absolutely great. I'm glad you're okay. Looking through, we're building a bakery, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this bakery. It's like, do I want a small business venue? Do I want to turn it into a cafe? I know that I want it to be a bakery, and I don't want it to be a coffee house. So, and I don't want it to be a restaurant. So I'm thinking the small business venue is gonna be the best way to do it. Hobgoblinette, you thought it was a cute experience, but it probably could have been done better. Yeah, completely agree. It's just, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't like that. Industrial Loft is probably a good... No. Yes. Yes, Industrial Loft is a good one. And then... the Everyday Clutter Kit. The Basement Treasures. Yes. Artist Studio? Yeah, we'll do Artist Studio, just to see what they've got, because I like that kit, and I cannot for the life of me remember what was in it. The Restoration Workshop is going to be a good one as well. Okay, there we go. Ooh, and the Kitchen Clutter. We got to do the Kitchen Clutter because, bakery. Augie, you went to London last weekend. Oh, did you have fun? What did you do, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, so what else can we put in here? So let's go through, because I can't make up my mind. We're gonna go through and we're just gonna put things down as, you know, as I see it. I do know that I'm thinking of a register here, or I might keep the kiosk. So we'll see how it goes first. Hobgoblinette, that too kind of felt like Sims Medieval, sending them to do various tasks in a way. Exactly, yeah. It was very nostalgic with that in mind, and I did enjoy doing it. I've never actually played all the way through the Batu quests. I've played only part way through them, but I did enjoy it. And it was really cool, like, watching the Star Wing actually launch and fly away, and all of that stuff, you know? Being able to get a working lightsaber and stuff like that. I absolutely love that. I just wish that they would have made it a little bit better. Put some actual lots in there instead of a rabbit hole for a house. I mean, what is that? Come on. Seriously. Augie, I should make a bookshop cafe. Nope, we're doing a bakery. We are 100% doing a bakery. Because that is what the random build generator gave me. So we're doing a distillery tomorrow. Gonna be making fizz and nectar, and there's gonna be a little shop off to the side because it's gonna be homebrew type stuff. You know, there's gonna be a little factory store off to the side where they sell all of the nectar and everything. The nectar that people's feet have been in, because that's how you make nectar in The Sims. I'm so sorry. I know that sounded so wrong. Okay. Ooh, yeah. We got the tires. Okay, 100%. We've got to put a couple of these tires. By the way, did you know that you can stack these tires? They're seats, but you can 100% stack them. Your Sims don't like it, though. The Sims do not like it when you stack them, but I don't care. I like having, like 2 stacks, a stack of 2 and then 1 on there, because it just looks really nice, I think. Anyway, that's enough of that. Augie, you had an amazing time in London. You went to the... You went to Iron Maiden. Oh, wow. Oh, I bet that was so cool. And loud. But still cool. Right, we've got the trash or treasure chair, and I'm going to put that up top in the living room. And, what color clashes the most with pink? I'm tempted to put the purple one in. Should we put... No. The yellow? No, that looks too good. Brown? Nah. We'll go with green. We'll go with the green. The default swatch. Why? I don't know. I'm just purposely, like, trying to make this build the grossest bakery that you've ever seen. Mainly because I'm weird and I got it in my head at the beginning of the stream that I wanted this to be grody. So it's being grody. That is what we're doing. Oh, we got the legitimate business bench from Batu. Oh, how grody does that look? I love this. seriously love that bench. Oh my god, that looks so bad. That looks terrible. I love it. I love that bench. We are 100% doing that. Yes, yes. Actually, not two of them, just the one. Just the one bench. Because, I mean, how horrible does that bench look? See, what I mean? Batu is great for build buy stuff. I love Batu build buy. Augie, ew, feet nectar. It was your first time ever after a 36-year wait. Well worth it. They were on top form. Nice. That sounds like, it really sounds like so much fun. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. I really am. Okay, so dining chairs. We've got the industrial chair, again, Batu. We've got the industrial chair here from Batu, and I'm gonna put, we're gonna put a couple of them in. Mismatching, of course. And the grodiest ones, you know, swatches that they've got. It's just a good, a good pack for grody stuff. Right, let's see. We do need a desk chair up here. I want to have, like, we'll do the reclaimed chair, I think, in that one, yeah. Again, Batu. I'm just gonna put that there for now. I do want to put a dining chair upstairs as well, so I don't want to put this one, though, the industrial chair. I want to put a different chair upstairs for the dining room table. Which one can I do? Ooh, the werewolves. The totally stable dining chair, yes. In the really bad looking swatches. We'll do that one. And that one. There we go. Oh. So cringe, and I love it. I absolutely love the cringe. Sometimes you just have to embrace a bad looking build, you know? We definitely want a sofa up here as well. And of course, you gotta use the patched up old couch from Werewolves. I mean, we could do the Trash or Treasure sofa, but we don't want it to match the Trash or Treasure chair, for reasons. And the grodiest looking sofa in this game is definitely the patched up old couch. I always say, if you want, like, old, rundown looking builds, you gotta get Werewolves. 100% Werewolves is a must if you want, grody looking furniture like this. Now, the question is there a grodier looking swatch? No, but I am going to change it to that lighter swatch there, just because it looks better with my shaders. And I kind of also want to pull it back to there, just so that we have this nice little demarcation between the entrance and the actual living area. I'm going to put, like, a bookshelf here and a desk, maybe, like, right there. That was my original plan, and oops, hold on. I forgot to do the banister here on the top of the stairs. So let's do that real quick before I forget again, because I'm me, and evidently I forget stuff. And it's absolutely 100% fine. There we go. That works. It matches the stairs, so it's you know, it works. And then we need to put some banisters on here. So again, I think we're gonna go with the Stairrail of Ruin. Again, because it matches the fencing upstairs. So there we go. Okay. Anyway. I was gonna ask y'all a question and my brain just completely emptied itself. It was about the new update. What was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, what do you all think about the new head decorations in CAS? For those of you who don't know, Sims 4 updated yesterday, and they gave us a bunch of new stuff. And one of the things that they gave us was in Create a Sim, we have a new category, a new subcategory under headwear, and it's head decorations, and they gave us one free head decoration, which is a piece of fabric that's tied in a bow that's like right here for feminine Sims. It's meant to be, and it's a really cute bow. The only thing that, and I love it, I love the idea of having that head decorations so that our Sims can, because it's meant for the Enchanted by Nature pack, you know, so that our Sims can have antlers and horns and stuff like that, and be able to wear headbands and hats and stuff like that as well. I don't like that this new base game headband and the subcategory, just might as well say the subcategory for the head decorations, isn't available to kids. I mean, come on. Why? Why isn't it for kids? Because that bow would look freaking adorable on kids. It really would. And infants especially, you know, toddlers. Just, oh my god, it would look so cute. Same thing with Enchanted by Nature pack when it comes out. You know, little antlers and horns would look so cute on kids and toddlers. I'm just saying. And Hobgoblinette, you like it. You never use hats, but more options for like bows and things is nice. Yes. I use hats like if I have a Sim who specifically wears hats for reasons, you know. Like sometimes my Sims will, I'll have like working into the story where my Sim just like, I had one Sim that was obsessed with hats. They wore a hat for everything, including sleep. They never went anywhere without a hat. They just liked hats. So, yeah. Okay, so outside, I was thinking of putting like a love seat out here. And like do this one. The log. Just because I like the idea, and I'm gonna have to go up to Sims 3 camera. I made a video the other day on how to change the Sims 3 camera mode, and to save my life, I cannot remember what that key is. Hold on, is it a 5? A 4? Whoops. Nope, that's not it. It's so annoying that I can't remember what that was. Hold on. I'm gonna have to look up, because I made a cheat sheet. Let me look up my cheat sheet real quick and see if I can find it. It's not that one. Is it... I didn't put it on my cheat sheet. I'm bad. I am 100% bad. Oh my gosh, why did I not put it on my cheat sheet? I must have forgotten. I definitely must have forgotten. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to know. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Hobgoblin, you don't know if you ever told me you play tested for Sims for an hour once and someone observed you and asked questions. Oh, nice. You were happy when they took some of your recommendations. Your favorite that they put in was pinning items across outfits because you hated having to update all of your outfits. Oh my god, that was so annoying, wasn't it? I'm really glad that they put that in. I really am. Well, yeah, it's fine as everything's burning around me. It's annoying me that I can't remember what that shortcut is, though, because I wrote an entire script about for a future video about keyboard shortcuts, and now it's going to annoy me for the rest of the night until I remember that shortcut. You know? Okay, so beds. It's fine. Whoops. I always forget about Sims 3 camera. I'm so used to Sims 4 camera, because like Sims 3 camera, you know, you can... in Sims 4 camera, you can use your right mouse button to rotate the camera, but in Sims 3 camera mode, you have to use your middle mouse button to move things, and it's very, very annoying. And I haven't put flooring down, but that's alright. I'll do that later. Right. We do need to get a move on, though. I need to... Definitely need to start moving. Single or double bed? I'm thinking the single bed. I really wish that they had made, like, a double pallet bed, because that would have been really cool. We'll do this one. And put it there. There we go. And, outdoor furniture... Nah, we don't need... Actually... Outdoor furniture. I am tempted to put in a couple of these city living benches. Yeah. Because this is supposed to be like a park, you know? We're gonna have a little bit of a small park over here. Not a majorly huge one, but a little one. So having a few graffitied up benches, it's probably gonna look nice. There we go. And then miscellaneous. The bucket chair, 100%, we need the bucket chair. So we'll put that like in the, put that outside. Right there. We'll put a couple of them in different colors. Because why not? There we are. I'm loving the way that this build is coming out, and I like being able to, you know, like, just take my time with it. And chill out, and not really worry about the time, and you know, like, running out of time or anything like that. I'm actually gonna draw that out and put that there. No, nah, we'll keep it here. I was gonna say I kind of wanted to put it there so that maybe the little reading nook, but it's gonna be really, really tight there, so it's fine. Let's do the candid coffee table. Nope, that swatch is not ruined enough. Don't you love it? I'm like, nope, we need it grodier. There we go. Thank you for doing the kitchen tops, Mr. Paul. Dining table. We need a small dining table. We do not have enough room in this kitchen for a big dining table. I'm actually going to put that downstairs. So I would like to do the circular round table. We don't really have a grody swatch in this, but we'll just put it there. Thanks, game, for slotting the chair for me. Isn't the game nice sometimes that, you know, it just slots chairs to tables and desks? Such a nice, really nice game sometimes. Okay, so we've got the Retroplex TV console that I'm gonna go ahead and put right there. And we're gonna put a TV on top of it because obviously this TV doesn't work. We've got all of the displays we need downstairs, but I am thinking that some display down here that looks, you know, like crates and stuff is gonna be a good, you know, nice little thing to put down. So move that and maybe put some crates there. I want to leave room over here for the what's it called? The eco living bin. But having some grody looking stuff outside is definitely a good idea. Alright, then we'll go upstairs. And put in a desk. And again, we want the grodiest desk that we could possibly put up here. So that's going to be the door desk. And I'll put it in that one. There we go. And there's definitely going to be enough room for them to get in here, so that's good. Counters, we definitely need them in the kitchen, so let's go around here. Bring up the wall so that I can see exactly where I'm placing them. Also, have anyone else noticed that if you have the walls down and you put countertops, or trying to put countertops on the wall, they don't work right if the walls are partially down or completely down? It's so weird, but I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Have you seen that Hobgoblinette? Or am I, like, imagining things? I don't think I'm imagining things, but I could be wrong. Alright, so let's put this all the way around here. We'll do an inner corner. And then along this wall, we'll do a regular, and then we'll do the left end piece. I like using the end pieces whenever possible. I don't know why. I just figure they're there, so why not use them? And then we're using the Blandco, you know, because these are probably the grodiest looking cupboards. If I ever get asked to make or to collaborate with the Sims team and make my own kit, I'm going to either ask them to make like a late 70s retro style kit or a super duper grody kit. And to be honest, I'm not sure which one I would want the most. Hobgoblinette, you love 70s vibe. Yeah, my, when we move, I'm planning on moving house, hopefully this year. But yeah, when I move and I get my own office space, my office is going to be a modern-ish 70s retro vibe. I've got a wallpaper picked out already. I've been eyeing up some furniture from IKEA, and there's a vintage furniture store that's in the city center, and they have several pieces that I would love to have. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, whoops. Muir, what are you doing? Stop it. Right in peace. Down. There we go. Sorry. I'm just berating myself. It's perfectly fine. Inner corner. And then a half tile. And a left end piece. Perfect. Oh, this kitchen. I would not want to cook in this kitchen. I'm just saying. Definitely would not want to cook in this kitchen. So next up we're gonna go back down. And we've got like these trashy chairs. So I definitely want to put them here. We're just like putting a bunch of trash and stuff. Actually, instead of in there, I'm gonna put them out here. Just loads of like trashiness and junk, you know, piled up back here. What else? I like the idea of some plates stacked. Ah, no. They're gonna float. Never mind. It's like, no, they're gonna float. Oh, that's horrible. Oh well, it's fine. I could alt place them, but I don't feel like it. Let's see. We got loads of like breakable or broken pieces of pottery, which I'm definitely going to litter around here and there. Just, you know, definitely like one in the kitchen as one in the kitchen as well. If I can alt place it, just nope, don't. There we go. That's perfect. And then I'd like to put like one back here as well. We'll do that one. I don't want it inside. We'll put it like right there and make it look like a cake stand was like shoved off of the top or something. Oops. Actually, we'll do it like right there. There we go. I love just being able to tell these little tiny stories. Aw, you're tired, Nate. You're gonna go to bed. You have a good sleep, okay? Love you. No word. Not a thing. It's like, I love you, Paul, and he's just like, typical teenager is what he is. He is such a teen. Alright, so unfortunately, these chairs will slot to the table, but this bench will not, so we kind of have to, like, pretend. And I'm hoping that Sims will be able to get back behind there and sit down on that bench. I'm really hoping that they will be able to. But Sims will definitely still be able to get through there, so that's good. Now, next up, I want to finish looking through the miscellaneous, and I know I'm not pronouncing miscellaneous correctly, but it's just what I do. I want to get rid of that and take these workshop shelves, and I'm pretty sure that there's some grody shelves. So let me I'm gonna go ahead and just put like 3 of them here. And then we'll do the design tool to, oh yes, to grab all of the grody swatches. And of course they're all mismatch, you know, none of them match properly. So that's awesome. I like that. Okay. We gotta have, you know, got the shelving there. We got the display cases. We're doing well. I've decided to go ahead and keep the ticket kiosk just because this way I don't have to worry about having any extra space for, you know, the register or anything. So we can actually do like a small table here, and dining chairs, grab like just a bunch of different dining chairs. I wish that would stop doing that. I'm thinking, you know, like 2 of the werewolves ones, and then we'll go with the grody ones from, you know, the industrial chairs here from that too, and then we'll go with like the reclaimed chair as well. From that too. There we go. Just completely mismatched chairs. No rhyme or reason. It's just ugly. It is just 100% ugly. Alright, now plumbing. Every business needs plumbing. So, bathroom first. And we'll start with the sink. And I'm looking to see what is the worst looking sink, and I think that's gonna have to be the metal utility sink. And we'll put that there. Then we need a toilet. Should I put a sink in? Yeah, we'll get rid of this one and we'll put a sink in. If we have to. I'm just begrudgingly putting a sink in the kitchen. I know, it's horrible of me, but there you go. We'll go ahead and put the stalling by Quirrell. Oh well, that is an extremely nice toilet, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put a prison toilet in here. In fact, I'm gonna be really weird and put 2 toilets in here. Just no particular reason. We're just 2 toilets with no partition, you know. We've all walked in to some establishments that have stuff like this. Don't. Goblinette, just in case anyone wants to hold hands while pooping. Exactly. I mean, if you really want to get technical, you know, one could be a toilet and one can be like a stand-in for a urinal or a bidet. But I don't think a place like this would have a bidet. Let's be honest. Or here you go, one for one to use as a toilet, and the other one for your toddlers, for the customers' toddlers to play in while the parents use the toilet. That's that works, right? Oh my lord, Muir. I am so horrible. Right, what sink do I want up here in the bathroom? I don't really want, like, a super grody sink. So we'll just go with the... we'll go with this one. The, one from Horse Ranch. I like to think that the person, you know, the bakery owner, at least has a little bit of... a little modicum of self-respect. He might not care too much about his customers and such like, but you know, he does enjoy his own modern niceties is what I'm trying to say. My brain just completely went blank there. Let's move that over like that. There we go. I'm making the bathroom a little bit bigger so that there's room for like a shower. And I'm also thinking of getting rid of this door again so that there's room for a shower. Because otherwise we're not going to have room. And we'll go ahead and put the epic DIY shower in here. Because, you know, the owner of the bakery, he or she or they, I don't know. I've not really thought that far ahead. But they're cheap. They like to cut corners. They don't really know how to run a business. They just know that they're good at baking, but they're also kind of lazy and a slob, but they do like, you know, their own little modern conveniences, as simplistic as it may be. So we'll go with that. Right, let's see. Let's go with activities and skills. I don't think that there's going to be anything here really that I'm going to go for. Although the trusty telescope here, I think is going to be really nice. So we'll definitely put that in. Maybe because we've got the not a satellite dish up here. I like the idea of having the telescope so that he can snoop on people. No other reason than that. And then down here, we're gonna do the DIY wall mural because we gotta have some graffiti. And, you know, if we're gonna have graffiti, then we might as well have good graffiti. Gonna have graffiti there as well. Actually, let's put that like right there. And we'll put it there. Trying to think of anything else that we can add. Part of me wants to like add a busking area. Because that I can totally see there being a busking area here. It's absolutely perfect. Perfect place for a busking area. Okay, what else do we have here? Recreation. Yeah. Ooh, now. The Bubbletron 5000. Can we say that the seedy characters who hang out in the back of the bakery are into Bubbletron stuff? I think we could. Let's put one down that's got that actually has chairs. So there we go. We'll do that. Let's put it like right here. There we go. I really wish that they had a grody version of this, because that would be just hilarious. But that works. So they go into the back of the behind the bakery to have a little bit of a puff, you know? If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, right? The listening device with chair we definitely need. And I really wish that there was a grody version of this as well. We're gonna put this in the bedroom though. Just love the idea of him having, of the owner having this little spy computer system up there. It's a front, all right? The bakery is a front for illicit purposes. Or at least as illicit as you're gonna get in The Sims. And I'm thinking, there we go. Yeah, we can have a wall hoop. I'm gonna move this over to there, just so that there's a little bit of extra room to play hoops. And then the basketball court is too big, unfortunately, so we can't really put that there. Gardening activities, I don't think that there's gonna be any gardening activities out here, but we've got to put a wolf party bush out back. I mean, that is a definite must. Because, you know, if you're gonna get a list, have illicit activities, you gotta have a woo. Am I right? I don't wanna. Hello, Optin. How are you doing tonight? You doing all right, my friend? And before you say it, yes, we are. We are running a bit late tonight. But it's okay. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with running late, am I right? I'm gonna put a water heater there. No. I'm gonna put the water heater there and move... Sims, stop it. Move the door over just a little bit. Stop it. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm just... Yes. It's fine. It's fine. Opting late is great. You were in the city all day for first aid training. Ooh, how's it going? Is first aid training going all right? And Opting and everyone else who is dropping in, welcome to the channel. Welcome back, my friends. We're building a bakery in The Sims 4. All right, so tonight we're building a bakery. Tomorrow we're going to build a distillery. And these 3 lots here are all going to be houses. So we're going to use buildings that Shaz has made, Shazzy and Fleur. And if they're not grody enough, then I'm going to have to grody them up. She has given me permission to do so, so that's fantastic. I'm over the moon about it. Opting is boring, but possibly useful. Oh yeah, first aid training is definitely useful. I took first aid training several years ago, and definitely a good thing to know. 100%. Highly recommend. Right, let's check the miscellaneous. I don't think there's going to be anything back here that's particularly useful. Yeah, we'll leave it. All right, next up, we got decorations. And this is going to be the area that I'm going to stay in the most. I'm just telling you that right now. Or the longest, rather. Opting, you did a Stop the Bleed course in 2018, but otherwise it's been over 20 years since you did CPR or anything. How long ago was it? I want to say it was 2019 or 2020 when I did my CPR course and first aid course. And it was a very intensive first aid course. We went from triage, you know, stop bleeding type course, basic first aid, all the way up to CPR. So, and it was a very intensive, like 2 or 3 day course. Augie, you're neither early nor late. You are exactly at the time you were meant to be. That is very true. That is definitely true. So, whoops. Sorry, my pen just rolled off on me. So decorations. We've got all of these plants. Olive plants. Ha! Sorry. And I'm actually thinking of putting like a few, you know, not so nice looking plants here and there. We don't want like really fabulous plants, but plants that are a little bit horrible looking is a good idea, right? So like we can totally put this plant here, right next to the door, and I'm hoping that it'll be fine. It's not blocking. No, okay, good. What else can we put in? Let's see. We've got the sunshine barrel planter, so definitely want to put that like maybe right there, and then move that aside just a little bit so that it's not blocking the door overly much. There we go. This entire build is like grody and not at all nice, so I don't care about it being like gorgeous or anything like that. Now I'm just gonna take these and we're gonna put in different swatches on either side of both of these what are they called? Benches. Words, Muir. We all love words, right? Right. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Opting! 55 stream streak. Wow. That is seriously awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Right. What else should we do here? Paintings and posters. Like I said, I don't really want a lot of plants because this guy is not someone, the owner of this bakery is not someone who cares for plants. But we do want all sorts of scratches and patchworks, you know. We'll do the outside first. So just grody looking things as much as we can. Just making this place look super duper horrible. I like the idea of there like being scratches there, you know, like maybe the basketball that they use is like got chains wrapped around it or something and ruin the place. What? Don't your basketballs have chains? I mean, when I was a kid, my basketballs always had chains on them. You know, I mean, I'm just saying. And then we can like put a bit of a broken bit there. Update, if your basketballs don't have chains, what's even the point? I know, right? Exactly. I'm glad that 100% glad that you agree with me. Hold on, I think, is it still playing or has it just totally stopped on me? Have I played through the entire playlist of hip hop? I think I have. I think we've gone through the entire hip hop playlist. Let's move to electronic. I swear we haven't played all the way through, but it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yes. I was 100%. Ooh, that's for wallpaper. That's gonna have to go in here where there's actual wallpaper, you know? So, a little bit there. Torn wallpaper on the wall. And that's another scratch. So we can put a scratch like right there behind that behind those stacked chairs. And this is more wallpaper, so we'll put this upstairs again. We'll just put that like right there. That's good. Okay, next grody bit. By the way, can you tell that I love putting grody things up on my walls? I just love grodying things up. Now we're gonna put this brickwork there, just to make it look like, you know, the lime wash is coming off, and you know, you got the brickwork there underneath. Then we got this scratch. This is more for furniture, so if we go down, I can put like the scratch there. And then that's again more along the lines of, yeah, we can put that there. That's good. What is that? Oh, that looks like flour or something. That we can put there. Yeah, that looks good. I just love all of these grody things that you can put in in builds now. You know, all of the wall markings is just so great. Hands up if you're a simmer and you love gross things in The Sims. And I know that a lot of you are probably thinking, gross, Muir, why are you putting all of this disgusting stuff on the wall? And it's because, you know, you gotta have a story, right? You gotta have a story in The Sims, and this is my story. This is 100% the story of this build, is that it's in a seedy neighborhood, and everything, I mean, you got like this really nice neighborhood over here, and then suddenly we just, like in the UK, you can have literally one side of the street be super posh and the other side of the street be almost like a drug haven. It's so weird here in the UK. It's just, yeah. Where I used to live when I first moved to West Yorkshire, the street that I lived on was very much that. One end of the street was really nice, full of really nice people, and then you went to the other end of the street, and the houses were all, most of them were boarded up, unkept front gardens. I mean, they were just really bad and like full of old furniture that needed to go to the tip and all of that stuff. And yeah, it's just really weird if you think about it. Okay, so we've got, oh, that's a floor hole. Oh yeah, 100% need to put a bit of a floor hole there. just be careful, everyone. Don't fall into the hole on your way to the bathroom. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Although it's weird that goes on the floor and not the wall, because this is a paintings and posters. I think that's a bug. That's supposed to go in under rugs. Naughty. What color grunge should we have? I nearly said something else then, but I think red. Let's do red. I'm actually gonna size that down to there. There we go. Grunge Splatticle 1. And then we got Grunge Splatticle 2, which we will put behind that. Alright, now, next thing, we've got these wall vignettes. I'm not sure that any of them are related to baking. I think most of them are coffee and cycling. Yes. Okay, never mind. None of these are baking either. Then we've got these decals. Again, nope, I don't like any of those. Ooh, Dreams of Deconstruction. Now this is nice. Again, we've got the brickwork, so let's put that back here. We'll just put it there. And then the next one will move up a floor. And put that, trying to put it like where it kind of makes sense. So like right there. That's really nice. I just love all of these different decals. They're seriously, when The Sims made this, made these decals, they must have known. They must have known that they were making this for people like me, you know? Yeah, we'll put that there. Oh wow, that's weird. This is just one different thing. There's like just that one swatch. And I think we'll put it right there, where the door would like hit the wall. That's a really nice touch. And then we've got this one. Let's put that right there. Totally grotifying this place up. Maybe doing a little bit too much banging on the bed frame. Up against the wall, if you know, you know. I'm just saying. Totally, if you know, you know, you know? Opting, you get the reference, you're unsure about too much, though. I know, right? Is there such a thing? I would disagree. Yeah, we'll do that. That's good. What next? Augie Muir pretends to be shocked. I plead innocence. I am as innocent as you are, Augie. Oh, that is huge, but I really like the idea of having that there. We can have a Banksy, can't we? We can 100% have a Banksy mural. Then the Sims in Uniform calendar. There we are. Posters. Do we want like Illuminati poster, maybe? Yeah, we'll put an Illuminati poster in. Why not? He can be a little bit, you know. Right, anything else here? Oh, wait, is that a cake? No, that's grapefruit. Okay, or orange. We don't really want orange. Don't want those. Don't want... I don't think we want the neon ink, because I don't think that there's any... Nope. Nothing there that looks like cake, so that's fine. Bunch of movie posters. Actually? Nah, it's alright. Rob! Island of Rob! Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the Twitch raid. Appreciate that. What were you doing tonight, Rob? Anything exciting? Anything fun? I mean, of course you were doing something exciting and fun because you were streaming. But welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. If I can get Twitch to be nice and actually do it for me. There we go. But everyone from Rob's channel, welcome into mine. I'm Muir Sims, and I play The Sims for the most part. And tonight, we are making a bakery. And this bakery has got a story behind it. We've got a very seedy, rundown place where illicit deeds happen behind the building. And the owner of the bakery is not all that they appear to be. They may secretly be a spy. But we will not cast aspersions at all. Rob, you were trying to be exciting and fun. You're playing Frostpunk. Ooh, what is that game like? I have heard, I mean, I've played the mobile version, but I've not played the main PC version. So is it any good? Island of Rob. Yes, exactly. A crack-spelling spy baker. Yes. The place is very, very rundown, very seedy, as you can see. And I am absolutely loving this build. I don't normally build like super seedy things like this, you know, but I originally got the thing by or the idea for the build through like a random generator, and it's like the random generator was saying that the building is a patchwork of different new and old materials from years of repairs, you know, the roof, and it said that the inside is cozy and crowded, so we're trying to make it as cozy as possible and still be playable. Excuse me. And it says that there's a related rumor that in the surrounding area, there's a group of lowlifes who attack passersby. So I thought, I kind of ran with that, and I'm like, ooh, let's put them in the back of the building, and we'll put a little bit of, you know, illicit activities back there, and maybe that's why they attack passersby, you know, to help fund their illicit habits, you know. And Island of Frostpunk is really good. It looks crisp, but it is a plate spinning management game. So many things to keep an eye on, but you really enjoyed it. Oh, that's good. The mobile game is loads of fun, but it is a mobile game. And if you've ever played a mobile game, you'll know what I mean. It is a huge grind where they put arbitrary timers on things when you don't need them, and so on and so forth. And it's just like, you know what? Why? Why are we doing this? But yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I am gonna put a few little bakery decals in. We got the Buns of Envy decal, which we'll put there. This sim is a baker. You know, they definitely are a baker, and I really want to put things in here that show that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. But yeah, I'm glad that you enjoy Frostpunk. My partner's played Frostpunk several times, and he says that he really likes it. So I'm not sure if I would like it, to be honest. Like I said, the management game, I started off liking it, and then it just got too many timers, and it's like when you have to wait 20 minutes for a build, you know, for something to finish building, it's like, why am I playing this game? But definitely thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I do understand if you need to raid and go. Take care of yourself, get yourself a drink, a stretch, rest your eyes from staring at the screen for hours. I'm right there with you. I know exactly what that is like. So we definitely need a mirror in the bathroom. Does this crystal mirror have a crack on it? No, it does not. I know that there was a mirror with a crack on it, and I want to say that there was one from Werewolves that had a crack on it, but I'm not seeing it here. Am I imagining things? I mean, we can do this one. That's fine. Yeah, why not? We'll just put that one there. I swear. Don't you hate it when you play in a game and you're like, I know that there's a specific thing in this game, and you cannot find it to save your life. That is right now exactly where I'm at. It's like, I know, wow, that's a big mirror. It's like, I know that, oh wait, here it is, the 7 years unlucky mirror. That's fine. We'll put that upstairs. There we go. We'll do it there. See what I mean? It's like, I knew it was there. It's perfectly fine. It's fine. Rob, there are no timers on the PC version other than the normal kind of ones for management games, and it adds a deeper layer, having to choose if you're going to choose to introduce religion or authoritarian things. Yes. Send the kids down the mines and all that one. I'm keeping you company while you do your admin. Fantastic. I do that as well. I'll go into live streams when I'm doing admin work. It's just, I find it so much, I find it easier to get my work done if I've got something playing in the background, whether it's a live stream or someone's video or whatever. Right, do I want the tarp curtains? I think I do. But again, I want the grody looking ones. The ones that aren't like fantastic looking. I'm gonna shrink that down. Just the once. And there we are. That looks good. Okay. And then we will go with that one. Yeah. And I'm gonna be really weird, and I'm only gonna put this on 2. Because, like I said, I'm weird like that, but I don't want that. I want this one. I didn't realize that there were 2 swatches. So, I am really weird. I'm putting these, like, the opposite way around that you would think that they would go. Just because I'm just, yeah. And then this one, I'm gonna, like, put across both windows because maybe the guy, like, started running out of tarp. This one we don't have to worry about because we got those plants outside. But I am going to put this one right here, size it down. Where's my size down button? There it is. Okay, fantastic. So we've got a few tarps hanging out. for window coverings. You gotta love it. Rob, my music is absolute bop. Oh, thank you. It is Epidemic Sounds. Is it Epidemic? Is that how you pronounce it? Yes, epidemicsound.com. I love Epidemic Sounds. Seriously, the music is just like what you would hear on the radio, and it's great. Okay, so I'm gonna move up here and up on these windows here. We're gonna go back to bat 2. I know what y'all are thinking. Muir, bat 2. Muir, what are you doing? But it's it's fine. So yeah, we're gonna size these down, put them right here, just above each of these windows. There we go. Make sure that looks halfway decent. Yes, it does. Fantastic. I think that looks pretty good. To be honest, I think that looks halfway decent. I kind of like it. So we're gonna roll with it 100%. I like it. Anyway. Cardenas, sorry for not talking. It's absolutely fine, my friend. We're doing really good. We're getting on with the build. I'm taking my time, but at the same time, I'm trying not to go too slowly, and not be too indecisive, because I'm very indecisive when it comes to stuff like this. But it's fine. And the interior looks interesting. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm really glad that you like what I'm doing. Oh, let's see. That'll be perfect for the distillery. The Nectar Country crates, 100% perfect for the distillery. Unfortunately, we're not gonna use it here. I do like the idea of these cleaning supplies, though. Maybe like stuffed here in the corner, and of course they never get used. And we're gonna make it white just so that it stands out, you know? The cleaning supplies never get used here, but it's perfectly okay. It doesn't matter. Oh, this scrap corner. No, it's too big, and the wrong way around. It's fine. Let's see. What else can we put here? Weapon crates. An airplane wing. No, it's not that kind of place. Ooh, a caution barrier. Yes. Okay, so we can do a caution barrier outside. I like the idea of like having a caution barrier here saying don't go around this corner. And then like maybe another one right here where the hole is in kind of like right there where the hole is in the floor. We have to have a modicum of safety and standards, right? Opting, do the Sims react to those barriers with caution? No, not really. They're just an environmental thing. They bring up the environment rating of the lot, and your Sims like it because it's more decorated. I really wish that they would react to them with caution, as you say. Pardon me, hiccups. It would be so much more fun that way, but it's good. It's all good. Let's see, what else can we put in here? Just looking through this really... Ooh, the tarot tent. Is there a grody version of the tarot? No, it's all really nice. Gosh darn it. It's fine. I think that's it. I think that is it for the sculptures. The ceiling decorations. Nah, we won't put the banner in. I'm really tempted. If we had like a tall ceiling, I would put in these ventilation ducts. But having a low ceiling like this, I don't think it's a good idea. Or maybe, actually, maybe it is. Maybe it wouldn't look too bad. So I could have like just a few going across, maybe. And then go like this to the edge. And then maybe go across. Gotta get it just right though. There we go. Maybe across like so. And then it can do like a quick turn that way. And then another quick turn that way. And then end in a vent. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that. Not too bad. Not too... You know what? Actually, looking at it, I don't like it. Nope. We're gonna take it out. I don't like it. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. We can have... Yeah, we're not gonna have anything on the ceiling. See, this is me being indecisive. Scratches, yes, 100% scratches here and there. Cracks. Oh, we got lots of floor scratches. Ooh, nice. Lots of different floor scratches, 100%. We're just gonna dot them all around. Is that... That's for a concrete. Oh, yeah. Nice hole. There we are. Nice concrete hole there. Just put some scratches here on the floor. That's another hole. And more scratches. We'll just put it there. There we go. You can never have... you can never, ever have enough bad things in this. You just can't, you know? You gotta have cracks and holes and just general bad looking stuff, especially in this build. Cardenas, you're that undecided kind of person when you want to do something else in the building, but then you think it's too much. Yep, same. It's like, do I like this? Yeah, no, not at all. And Rob, you love what you can do in this game. You actually made your house in the game when you moved in, so you could plan the decoration scheme and layout. Guilty. I am 100% guilty of doing that as well. I love doing that. It's so much fun. And Rob, you're an architect, so you have no excuse. But The Sims just does such a good job. I know, right? And it's like, yeah, you could use graph paper, and so that 1 square on a graph paper equals 1 foot, or 2 squares equals a foot, or something like that, you know. But and then do cutouts of squares and circles and stuff to simulate your furniture. I used to do that when I was a kid. When I was like 12 years old on up, that is how I planned how I was going to rearrange my room when I got bored of it. And then when The Sims came out, when I was in my early 20s, I'm like, this is so much better. This is seriously, seriously so much better. Where should I put this crack? Right there? Yeah, there's good. That's definitely good. And then we can put this crack right there. Yes, I'm using every single one. Before any of y'all ask, I am actually using every single grody swatch on every single grody thing. And the reason why is simply, why not? Why not? Do I want to do... Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We'll do that. Okay. Cardenas, I've got too much stuff. That's amazing. Like mini options. Oh yeah. I've got every single pack, every single kit, everything that's ever been released for The Sims 4. I've got. So I've got just so much to choose from. I mean, way too much to choose from, to be honest. But hey, it's perfectly fine, right? We're gonna put some water stains there next to the toilets. Actually, let's do it like that. Oh, that looks so gross. Oh, that's just so grossy. Ugh, I don't like it. I love it, but at the same time, it's just ugh. I'm gonna size this down so that it fits like right there. Perfect. Okay. I just love this game. I seriously love this game. We're gonna put that right there. You can't see it very well, but it shimmers. It shimmers when the light hits it just right, and you can see it. Then, sometimes they show up better on some floors than others. I think, though, that we're pretty much done with the downstairs as far as grodiness is concerned. But we can put the scuff marks there. What does that look like? Hold on. Oh, yeah. So we'll put that like right there against the bed. A little bit closer in. There we go. Cardenas, so cool. You'd like to have some you only have the ones that you get when you start. Yeah. Yeah, the more packs you have, obviously, the more options that you get in the game. You don't need all of these extra packs, though. Some are better than others, but you don't need them all. Not really. We're gonna put that there. I'm really lucky. The only reason why I have them all is because I'm part of the EA Creator Network, and EA gives me a copy of every single DLC that they release so that I can cover it for them on my videos easier, so I don't have to buy it myself, basically. We're not going to use any of these grunge splat at all, to be honest, so not worried about that. Not going to use any of the sand and salt. Actually, we'll use one of the sand and sawdust stuff, and we'll use that like right there. I like the idea of it just being a little bit, you know, multicolored there. The redacted rug I will put here, because we're gonna put the bin over the top of that. So I like the bin. I like it being looking as grody as possible. But if any of you all are over on Blue Sky, I'm Murally Sims over there. and I am currently giving away doing a giveaway for the upcoming pack, which is the Enchanted by Nature pack. So if you want to be in it with a chance to win that, head over to my Blue Sky account and just do what the post says, which is follow me there, repost that post, and leave a comment. So that you leave it. The comment is what enters you into the drawing, and following me is just so that if you win, I can DM you. So, but yeah, if you want to be in with a chance to win, go head over to Blue Sky. Okay, what else am I gonna do here? Ooh. Now, I'm thinking industrial metal grate. We definitely need that here off to the side. And we'll put that like right there. Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm not sure. Part of me wants to say that this steams in live mode, but whoops, but I'm honestly not sure. I might be mistaken, which I often am. I've just got so much stuff I can never remember anything in this game, but it's fine. Lundvik's Loom flagship rug. I do like this rug. I want a bright swatch though. Yeah, that one. And of course, we're gonna put it at a semi-jaunty angle like so, just so that it looks really bad. And yes, I know I still don't have a doorway. So let me, for the kitchen, because I completely forgot. So let me very quickly go into the kitchen, or go into the doors and grab a doorway for my kitchen. Before I forget, there we go. We now have a doorway for my kitchen. There we are. That's fine. And we still don't have a door for the back room either, so let me do that. I really want to use the Phoenix Ironworks double door, but it's not gonna fit. And that makes me sad. But it's fine. We'll use the door de la Sasse instead. In pink. That's not pink, Muir. That is 100% not pink. Design tool. Pink. There we go. I hate pink. You notice this entire build, a lot of it is pink. My least favorite color I'm putting in this build because I'm weird. You know, it's fine. Absolutely fine. Right, what else can we do? I don't think we can do anything else for the floor, so we're just gonna leave... Hello? We're just gonna leave the floor as it is. I am tempted to put, like, a mosaic back here, though. In fact, I'm going to. We're gonna put, like, a mosaic right there. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put a Hold up. Are these... No. Okay. I'm like, do these mosaics interconnect? But no, they do not. Okay. Sometimes the Sims team is tricky like that, though, and they do make things sometimes that interconnect. There is a specific painting that does that, and can I remember what that painting is? No, but still. Rob, you wonder how much baked goods are actually sold here with the moldy chairs. I like to think that it's like canon that the owner of this bakery is actually like a really good baker. Despite the horribleness of the bakery itself. I just love that idea. Right, so yes. we've got this non-functional air conditioner, and I really want to put it right there. In the what's the back of that look like, actually? Hold on. Yeah, I want to put that like right there in that window. Okay, so the back doesn't look like too much. Okay, it's fine. Just because I think it would be hilarious. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Unfortunately, I can't actually put it in the window, but I still think that's funny. Inconspicuous wall. Whoa. Okay, that's big. I'm like, can I put that in the... Yeah, no. That's a bit too big, even for me. That's definitely, yeah, not happening. Not happening. We got the Pipe Brothers. I do like these pipes, and I am going to put them right. We're gonna size them down. I love the fact that you can size things down, and that you can size things down in The Sims 4. Seriously fantastic. So we'll put the pipes there, and I'm looking at the time, and it's like it's getting really late here in the UK. It is after 11 o'clock here, and it is getting a bit late. So let's get this done. All right, so we're wanting some electronics. We want a computer, and we want a TV. So let's give him this really horrible looking TV. And we'll give him, like, the best gaming console. We'll give our sim the best gaming console that money can buy. I love the idea of playing really expensive on a really expensive console with an absolutely crappy TV. I don't know why, but I just really like the idea of it. And then we'll put the abandoned portable computer right there. Why is he gonna have a really nice computer when he's got a top of the line gaming console? You know, he's a console bro, 100%. Cardin asks, how do you change the size of things? It is, you grab the item and you have to put in a cheat code, which is bb.moveObjects. So it's it's Control-Shift-C to bring up the cheat console. And then the cheat is bb.moveObjects. And then you hit enter, and that turns the cheat on. Control-Shift-C to close the cheat console again. And then you can grab the item, and with your bracket keys, the ones right next to the P key, so P for Papa, those two keys, the bracket key on your left sizes things down, and the bracket key on the right sizes things up. Rob, your admin's all done. Oh, you have a good night as well, Rob. Thank you again so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. You're in Norfolk? Oh, nice. I'm in West Yorkshire. Lived in West Yorkshire now for... Hold on, I'm doing maths. 11 years. And I've lived in the UK. I'm not from the UK originally. Can you tell? But I've lived in the UK for 24 years now. And if you want to do maths, I lived in the United States, which was where I was born, for the first 24 years of my life. So if you do the maths, you'll learn how old I am. and this is where you go, yeah, I don't believe you, Muir. I don't believe that you're that old. It's true. It's 100% true. Rob, Yorkshire is wonderful. I've lived all over the UK. I've lived in Lancashire, I've lived in Cheshire, and West Yorkshire, and I like West Yorkshire the most out of all three places, to be honest. Cardenas, you are very, very welcome. I hope that little tip comes in handy for you. Rob, you've done the math, and I look too young to be that old. Thank you. I have 3 kids, two daughters who live in the States, and one son who lives with me, and he's my youngest, and he's 23 this year. And then I've got my eldest daughter has 4 or 5 kids. I want to say 4. She's got 4 kids, and then her younger sister has 1 kid. So I've got like 5 grandkids as well. So have a good night, Rob. Thank you so much again for the raid. I hope you have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. And don't forget to grab a drink before you head to bed. Staying hydrated, especially in the summer heat, is a very good idea. Alright. What am I doing? I'm doing a thing. I really want the fridge. But we're not. We're going to use the Crisponics Deluxe fridge instead. Not that one. There we go. We're not doing pink either. We are doing that swatch because it matches the chairs. Then we need a stove. And again, I would really love to use the Astrolux stove because look at that. How cool is that stove? But we're not using that stove because it doesn't make sense in this context. So instead, we're going to use the Yum cooker. And I'm going to take... Actually, we're going to use the Yum cooker here. Take that out. And put it right there. And there we go. And then we need a bin. So I'm going to give him the Sim Sciences trash can. Put that there. And we need a sink in here as well. I completely forgot about that. I'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna go over here, and we're gonna do the Send It mailbox and put that right there. Which means I'm gonna have to move this and like put that there. There we go, that's better. Finally, we need the Eco Living bin. Eco Living, where are you? No, really. Where's the Eco Living bin? Eco Lifestyle, there we go. And here is the dumpster that I want. Eco Living dumpster. How cool is that dumpster? I freaking love this dumpster. It is my most favoriteest thing ever. You can actually dive in this dumpster and get bits of furniture and stuff out, as well as money and food and all sorts of wonderful things. It's really great. It's absolutely fantastic, you know? I'm gonna put that there. We need a fuse box after all. Yes, right out in the open. It is that kind of establishment. Actually, we'll put it under the stairs. There we go. It's still that kind of establishment. Right. Let me go back to plumbing and grab a sink for this kitchen. Just grab the casual clutter sink. It's fine. And then go back down and I think that's it, to be honest. I am gonna get a dresser and a bookshelf for the bedroom, so nothing major as far as, you know, like the dresser is concerned. We're just gonna get a very small dresser. We'll get the solidly built wardrobe. I like the idea that this guy is, doesn't have a lot of clothes, you know? And then we'll get a bookshelf. There we go. We've got, we'll get the Never Forget book and we'll just place it up there. So that way, you know, you need books in The Sims. You just do. And then, last but not least, I'm not sure if I want to get the cupcake machine for this place. Because the cupcake machine is loads of fun. The Cupcake Factory. It's a blast, but it's so huge. And it's not gonna fit in our kitchen. Unless we take everything out. So, unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to use the, we're not going to be able to use the Cupcake Factory, so we're just going to have to give him a regular stove. It's a shame. It really is a shame. Opting, it has to be that big to be funny. Giant machine, tiny cakes. Exactly. 100% yes. I love it. It's so good. But it's fine. He can still make cupcakes in regular cookers. So we're gonna give him the used Yum Yum cooker. I'm gonna put it right there, and then we'll give him a refrigerator, but we're gonna give him the hand-me-down mini fridge for the kitchen, just because I think that it's a hilarious idea to have a tiny fridge in a bakery. To store all of your goods, you know? Plus, with the tiny fridge, they can use it as counter space. So he should technically be able to cook on that. You know, the Sims should be able to cook on that as well. So, and I think that's pretty much it. I do want to go into terrain tools and very quickly put down a little bit of like stonework here in the park. Whoa, too big. So if we do like a little bit of stonework here where the park goes, or where I said that the park was gonna go, and like we're just gonna do this and go over to the front and side. I'm not actually gonna put any trees or anything. This lot is way too big actually for this build. So we're just gonna, you know, pay attention and just do this bit over here. And then I would like to do maybe the solid stone on this side. And just maybe overlay just a little bit here in the front as well. Just like a little bit of a faded bit. And then we'll go with some dirt and go with the green thumb challenger. And go with the round brush. And just very softly make like a bit of a path leading to the door. And maybe over here we can have just a little bit of a path leading, just a bit of a worn path, you know, leading over here. And then from here, we'll have the path leading back here. There we are. And then I'd like to do a little bit darker, so we'll go with Garden Bedlam. And we'll trace this bit here, just on the edge of the building. Just so that it's not green. Because, you know, around the edges of buildings, you always have that little bit of dark dirt where nothing grows. There we are. That, I think... maybe along the corners here. Just to shade a little bit, you know, here and there. And let's take a look. You know what? I don't think that's bad. I think that's rather halfway decent. I am gonna go in real quick though and go kids and kids activities, and we're gonna put just a few things over here in the park for kids to do. So we'll put in like a hopscotch. A little bit of hopscotch. We'll do that like maybe here. And maybe a marble ring here in that bit. And I would kind of, if I could, would like to put some monkey bars and maybe a swing set as well. So we can put like the monkey bars back here. And I don't think there's gonna be room for a swing set. But to be honest, I don't think there needs to be. Let me go into the Sims 3 camera real quick because I really want that to be like there. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there needs to be a swing set. I think the monkey bars over there is good enough. I like it. I like it. So the important thing though is, let's go into first person, let's go into 3cam mode. What do you all think of this? There's no trees on the lot itself because it's meant to be, you know, I could probably put a tree in the back. In fact, you know what? Looking at that, I'm thinking that that's gonna actually look better if we have like a big old honkin' tree back there. So let me go back here real quick and find like a big old honkin' tree. Technical term, big old honkin' tree. Cardenas, that looks so good. Oh, thank you. Really glad that you like it. All right, so where is the biggest honkinest tree that we can come up with? Maybe a maple. Maple trees can get pretty big. Not that big though, but yeah, that's tall. Would you not go up onto the roof? Thank you. That is pretty tall. So we can like put the big old honkin' maple tree there. And maybe a pine tree there, just again to break it up a little bit. And then a small tree there. This is where I start getting carried away. We could put some grass there. And maybe some green grass there. I'm just gonna put, you know, just a few things here and there. We'll put some creeping thorns down there because it looks a little bit better. And then like there. Like I said, this is where I start adding too much stuff. But it's fine. It's fine. I want... Where are they? Is it... It's not the Upa Daisies, the forest flowers. That's the one. The forest flowers, yes. I always do this. Like, these forest flowers, I freaking love, because you notice that there's, like, these little, like, right there, that little indentation. So, if you get your tree, and you get these flowers, you can put them right up against that indentation, right up against the tree trunk, and it looks so cute. And almost all of the flowers are like that. So if we take like these yellow wildflowers and go over here, you can see there that there are some little indentations. So if I line up that indentation with that sign, right, like so, it just looks really, really nice, because a little bit of them kind of clip right into the thing or around it, and yeah, it just looks really good, I think. So I'm going to not add a lot of stuff though, because I don't want some dry grass. Here is probably a good idea. I don't want there to be too much, you know? But a few things here and there is not gonna be too bad. I think that's it. Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's all we're putting down. Yep, that's it. That's it. We're not putting anything else down. I think that just makes it pop a little bit better. So let's go back in. Optine, you try not to think on principle. Mood. But yes, oh yeah, that... Just the addition of those few plants, I think makes it look a lot better. If I really wanted to like fill this area out a little tiny bit more, then I could like try to find, if I can remember where it is. I want to say it's sculptures. So if I look through the sculptures real quick, I might be able to find it very quickly. There's like cars and stuff that you can use in the game. It's debug, but I should be able to find it. Nope, that's not it. Ah, we can use this. This is tiny. This is like a model replica truck. It's a toy, but you can size it up. I think that's about right, yeah. So I can size it up and like put it there, and make it look like a car, you know, just drove in. There's a few others, so like the pre-assembled modeled sports car we can also use. Just size it up a few times until it looks roughly about the right size, and we'll just like put that there. So there we go. We've got a couple of cars. There are more, you know, there are actual debug cars that you can use, but I don't feel like looking all the way through the debug menu, because let me show you. This is what my debug menu looks like. You see the slider? Look at this. All of this. It's huge. There's so much. And it takes hours and hours to scroll through everything in debug. Saying that. I happen to scroll right to them. So these are your proper sized cars, debug cars in the game. So there we go. We can just put a couple of those, and they do look a lot better than the sized up model cars. That is hilarious that I managed to find them just on the fly like that. I have never found the cars or anything that I've been searching for in debug that quickly. There's all sorts in debug though. Absolute all sorts of stuff in debug. I really, really need to get Better Build By again, because Better Build By arranges and tags everything in debug so that it makes it a lot easier to find. But we're going to go ahead. I'm going to save this to the gallery. And wrong button. That's the one. We're going to save this to the gallery. And I really like this build. This build is seriously, seriously good. Safe Buns Bakery. I am Muir over on the Sims 4 gallery, by the way, so if you want to grab this build, please feel free to do so. 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, small business, bakery in a seedy area of town. There might be some unsavory things happening in this place. There we go. And we will share the lot to the gallery. There we go. View item details, Muir Dragon, perfect, and we can finish it. That's good. That's done. I could do the change everything residential public employees only, but right now I don't really feel like doing it. I figure that if you download it yourself from the gallery, there's no reason why you can't do that and personalize it however you want. This looks really good though. I am definitely happy with this build. We get a view from the back. And then we'll also get a top-down view. I do like doing screenshots of top-down view and everything, so that when I post it on social media, I can easily do this for people, so people can see what the place looks like. But yeah, I am definitely happy with this little bakery. If you all make a sim for it, please let me know. I would love to see what kind of sim you come up with to run this bakery. That would be absolutely loads of fun to see all your creations for this. So, with that being said, my friends, it is late. My throat is getting sore because I've been talking pretty much non-stop for nearly 4 hours. But thank you all so much for being here. We're going to end the stream, and I will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. And we're going to be working on the distillery. I am so looking forward to working on the distillery way over here. We got a bakery, we got a distillery, and we're gonna have 3 houses. That's just, I love it. Absolutely love it. Opting, wait. We covered sore throat in class today. I need to apply a tourniquet. Wait, that might have been for something else. That was totally for something else. That was 100% for something else. But thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Rob, thank you so much for the raid over on Twitch. Cardenas, it was really nice seeing you over on YouTube. I will see you all again tomorrow night. Please take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. Stay cool. Until then, bye! Cardenas, aw, thank you. I'm glad that you liked the stream. For those of you over on YouTube, real quick, please like the video, like the live stream, because every 4 likes equal £1 that I will give to our charity of the year, which is Cats Protection UK. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so you don't miss out on tomorrow night's stream. I'll see you later, everyone. Bye.